soon as it pops up, hit my volume. I'm gonna go mute for a minute. Now unmute that. All right. Let's get kind of hanging here. I'm going to turn this down a little farther and just get a different angle on the desk more than anything. Down just a little more. That works out pretty decently. These can go over here. Nice, that's all out of the way and can't be seen. So, I got a package sent to me from Dan down in Australia, Khabib. I'm going to hang out a little bit, see some people pop up before I get going. I'm also, if I can get this done quick enough, I gotta be back to work early again tomorrow. Gonna try to put, possibly, I may not, see how the handling differences, put those on the Mako and see how they handle, if they're handling different or not. I bet they finally got going. Yep. Tony and Pablo doing it live. I was kind of waiting for him, and I said, piss on it. I was going to do this one anyway, so. But yeah, so picked up some plastics because Dan sent me some sticker sheets. So thank you very much, Dan. These are going to be killer, especially the one set, because it's very old school looking. And obviously I got yellow plastics, and if you looked at the tags, you see it's going to be looking, oh, Yamaha? I think it was Yamaha. Could have been Suzuki. But I'm going to set up some plastics with these sticker sheets. The VMX 450 from the old, hey, there he is. VMX 450's stickers for that Venom bike. But they happen to fit the plastics almost perfectly. Just a little tweak here and there. So I figured I'd at least get this set ready to go and stickered up so when I get another bike, it can immediately turn into an old school Yamaha or Suzuki. I don't remember. I think it was Yamaha. Pretty sure it was a Yamaha sticker set. So let's open up and see what we get. I need to put a new blade in. Chibi duh. There it opens up. Alright. Popper open there. Popper open there. Put this over here for the moment so it's up out of the way. Now what was really interesting is is this other set of stickers. Yeah, Yamaha. That's what I was thinking. Yamaha YZ. So a nice old school set. Pull those out for a minute. But when you see the other side, I thought, oh, those look pretty cool. And they may be local for me. And I'm pretty sure they almost have to be, although I'm wondering how somebody in Australia come up with a design. Maybe Dan can show some light on the Soaring Eagle set. And the reason I say that, as I told you before, the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort is just 40 minutes away from me. It's in Michigan. It's just down the road, essentially. And now that I see them in person, I'm almost sure that's what these are. Suzuki stickers for a Soaring Eagle and Resort Jimmy John's bike. But I'm unfamiliar with the sponsoring of that particular bike. If it's a real bike or just something somebody come up with, and why in the hell would they pick Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, which is just down. It's a nice casino resort. It's been around for a while. They do a nice job, but it's no Atlantic City. So it's interesting. So when I see those, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So he's picked me up these and sent them along as well as these Yamaha ones. But these I'm going to try to keep and decide what, obviously if it's Suzuki, it's going to be yellow unless there's some different colors for Suzuki, and maybe that's what this is for, so I'll have to double check, do a little research on this sticker set. But yeah, they look, here, put them down here on that one. They look pretty cool. Straighten it out a little bit in the picture. I mean, they're nice sticker sheets. Shock cover. Tail. Rear fender anyways. Front fender I'm thinking. Another shock. Couple KYBs for the forks potentially. Of course these could also be for, I could put them on the forks, I could also put them on the forks, but freaky fast. I like that. And then the number plate, and then the two back rear panels. So I'm not sure where those come from. I'll have to do a research on that. I remember you saying that they had quite a few designs. I'm just wondering where they come up with the Soaring Eagle. What made them choose that, or if it's the same Soaring Eagle Casino Resort. Maybe there's another one I'm unaware of. But how somebody in Australia would have this design is kind of interesting, considering it's a resort right down the road. And them sponsoring a motocross would be something I could see them doing. So that's interesting there. But yeah, especially if it is from that casino, because there's something going on. Maybe I'll try to get the bike done up, put the sticker sheet on there, and go check it out. If they, especially if they got an MX thing going on. They get a lot of different stuff as far as entertainment coming in. But I wasn't aware that they did anything MX, so maybe it wasn't them. So the Yamaha set, not old school, but kind of old school. Pretty much same stickers setups. Looks like they got a few different ones here. Okay, they just got white panels for the number panels, so they're blank. Two forks, number plate on the front, the rear fender, the back fender, or actually the front fender, the back fender, and I'm assuming we are a few other parts for the back area, maybe swing arm down here. I'm not sure if they're figured out that or not. Where? Let's the other one for the shock. Let's see. Could be, because there's another one there. That's got this eagle on it, too. Unless these are a different set, but I don't think so. Okay. How's that? We got two other ones. No, I do have one more of those. Okay, so that's gotta be the other one. Alright. Yeah, they do. They look nice. I like that they're a little bit thinner too. Not as much weight on them. Okay, that must have been it. Just got it in the wrong bag. Let's go there. Not that one. Sweet. So I figured I'd put some plastics on, something back in the bag, and I've been looking at a bike. Could be, yeah. That's what I was kind of wondering too, if it runs alongside or up underneath it or something. I'll have to see if maybe I can find an example of the bike. Do you happen to know what year this is supposed to be off? Like a 90s? That's what I'm guessing. Late 90s, maybe early 2000s bike. Could be mid 2000s. They're sealed anyways. Pull the sticker sheet out. And slide those somewhere where they'll stay flat and out of the way, aka under the mattress. And that way they don't get all mucked up. Wow, he sent me 2 fenders. Check that out. I got damn near 2 of everything in here. 2 front fenders, 2 rear fender setups, and then 2 number plates and 2 main plates. I wonder if they mispackaged that. Not complaining. They mispackaged it, or maybe they're sending out a couple of the newer ones, who knows? Just because they're getting messed up and they tear up easy, possibly. But not gonna complain. Alright. Yeah, that would work. You can pop a photo off. I think I still have that open there. Yeah, looks like it, but is that the right one? Yep, that's the one. Yeah, you send it. I got my messages open on the fake book. Yeah, it is kind of nice. Nice bright yellow. Alright, let's start, I guess, on the number plate. That's a nice easy one to do here. Yep, that'll fit perfect right where it needs to. Didn't get out and get a run today. I was busy at work. I thought about it. I almost did. Alright, give me a sec. I gotta go grab my alcohol. Ooh, ooh, hiccups. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, wrong hole too. Golly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Alright, get this so quick wipe. Alright, let's see what we got here. Put on some eyes. See what Dan sent. Alright. Yep, that's what I kind of figured they would do. I gotta get one of those 3D printed frame pieces. It looks like the frame. Give me a second. I'll kill a mosquito before it tries to eat me. Sucker, you got away. Okay. Let's see the next one. I like the other little Dunlop stickers in there. I gotta get a few of those. They did do a nice job on that VMX, the way they put it together. They are pretty decent. I'm assuming that's a VMX. Never seen one in person. Looks nice how they did the frame. Chassis there. Quite scale. Interesting setup. Okay. Oh, okay, so you painted that silver kind of like I did on my Mako on the bottom. On the Promoto. On the skids, you got two, outer edges, bars that do look like, that's what they designed them to do, is look like frame rail. Okay, go ahead and put this down. Probably be easier to do it this way. Alright, that's nice too. Alright. There's the one. So basically they're, I guess they're different. Alright, let's get them that way. They are going this way. little long for this. Alright. These, maybe I'll use these for a swing arm. So a little long for that. So are these though. Alright, I see. These are for that. These are for that light. The Yamaha ones are for this. So let me decide what I want to do there. I missed those earlier. Probably trim them. Yep. I think it's going to matter because those are the same direction. Okay. So these I will trim. Let me see how they fit. I think they'd be best right up the front. I want to get the I think they look best right up the front. Trim them down a little bit right across the top. Because that's the most flat spot. Because there's got a bunch of weird stuff because of the corner. So. Do a little trim. Okay, that's a little more roundy. I think that'll work. Okay, that'll look out pretty good. Those should work well on that. Hey JB, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Considering it is a Suzuki, but I didn't know maybe if this was done. It almost looks like, yeah, I mean, yellow would work good. A black would look good. Or white. Yellow, black, or white stickers. But being Suzuki, I want to say yellow. But I'm not sure. So how you doing, JB? Everything good over on your side of the planet? Or I should say continent. Actually, you're not on the other side of the planet. Pretty much same side I'm on. Alright, so right down the front ski. Work out good. A little more trim there. Try it with a little bit more trimming scissor. Vegas going out to party, hey? Easier to use, these are a little bit sharper. Those things are getting kinda old and whooped. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Trim that little spot right here. A little closer than the other side, but if you're looking that close, you're looking too close. Clean up that corner right there. It looks a little. No, only one set of plastics, but they sent in the plastics. I got us 2 fenders and 2 sets of rear. That's the front and then the back plates. So I don't know if this is maybe a new set of plastics or somebody mucked up and, threw 2 in. I'm not going to complain either way. Oh, cool. Cool. Tell her he said happy birthday. It's almost right on the bottom. Let's close it a little bit closer. This side, oh, that's right, it's gotta get over there. Up that side is pretty much straight. That looks a little funky. From right about there up. goes somewhere. There is. I just don't know where it's at right now. It's a here. Khabib card collection. I guess I'm unfamiliar. It was here. What did I do with it? Seems there'd be two of them. Didn't underneath any of this other stuff, did it? Did I maybe knock it on the floor and didn't even realize it? Alright. Somewhere. I don't see it down there. I'll take a look around. It can't be far away, right there. Right there. See, it can't be far. 'Twas here. So if I pick that there, man, that'll work out just about perfect. Gotcha. Oh, okay, UFC fighter. Got it. Gotcha. That makes a little bit more sense. Might get a little squirrely. Use that. Wonder if maybe if I heat them up a little bit, they'll stretch a smidge. Yeah, live with that. If I can get this other side to do that, I'd be happy with it. A little trickier on this one. There. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Grab a hair dryer, heat it up a little bit. I can work with my thumb and finish it off. This side's a little tougher to get right. That side went on pretty decently. One or two spots. I use a hair dryer and heat her up a little bit. Deal with that. Get the hair dryer and heat her a smidge. It's a little better on that. Let's see those little foldies too much. And then grab a Q-tip, and that'll allow me to get it smoothed out a little bit and a little bit tighter. Doesn't look too bad though. Not the greatest. Feels pretty good. Got a little bubble right there, but we can work that out once we heat her a smidge. And over there. These things are about shot. clear those holes. All right. Oh, you know, I bet you those were swing arm. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing for that. I'm willing to bet that's possible what those are for. But I could always use these two over there. Of course, I could always use those two back here. But they're too long for that. Unless I trim them down. I wouldn't want to do that. I want to leave them. So I won't use them there. Those probably go with that. Hungry again already? Guess I can figure out these pieces. I forgot to wipe my back fender off. Got that right. Yeah, I'm anally tentative about this stuff. I know how stickers go, especially if they got decent adhesive, and this stuff isn't too bad. So, yeah, really got to eye them up well and. I think that's the way to go right in there. Across the top, that puts a hole just below the A&H. I think I can deal with that. So, let's go with that. So like that. Too close. Pull that back off one more time. Reposition it before I really whack it down there. Like I said, I'm anal about this shit. That's better. There we go. Put you here. That's maybe a better metric. There we go. That can work. Okay. Yeah, those kickouts are a little different on each side. This one's got the muffler on it, so it kicks out a little farther. So that's why it looks a little different on there, even though it's basically in the same spot. Alright, is there enough there? Does it show? I might have to move things over a smidge. I'll get you over here. Okay. That don't look too bad. I kind of like where that's setting. Yeah, don't follow the UFC much. Got a couple buddies that are pretty into it though, so I've heard the name as far as a fighter goes, but not really, like I say, looked into it. That's this side, that's this side. Maybe not. Yep, gotta be. So I think if I do that and make that right tight here. That would work. And then I could shift that forward some. But what I do here. I think that fits better. I'm gonna have to do something with that. This may be a little bit of a trick. I may have to look at this for a while and play with it, see where I can trim. I'd like to use all of it, see, I can get this piece here from right there, this top corner by the tank, and that, you know, matches all right. Of course, back here we're ways off. However, if I do something like this, about like that right there, get it right up there. And then maybe trim here across that line right there. And then I could shift this part forward. It's going to mismatch these lines, which ain't that big of an ordeal. Or take this whole part and shift it back here. So if I did something like that, and this part could kind of come like that. I wonder how that would work on this other. That would work better on this other side. Just to change it up. So if I did it that way, and then trimmed right across that, yeah, I do. Got real strong, firm fingernails. I can kind of pick right into that thing and pull it down. So yeah, I think that's what I can do. If I go like this with this part, that kind of fits that kind of. I seem to remember a lot of other Yamahas having this kind of crooked, you know, setup in that way. It wasn't straight, even across the front. It was kind of at an angle. So I think I do that. That's going the wrong way. Yeah, that ain't the right way either. I don't know. Well, not gonna really work like that either. It's kind of gonna have to go like this. And then trim that there, get it all stickered down. Kind of real snug and tight. That can work there. And then trim across that line. Okay, so let's get that all peeled off down into here. Then I'll cut that off and leave the paper. So I think that will work pretty decently. Up here somewhere, a little bit. bit with the hair dryer and she'll clean up a little bit, I think. Just a smidge. Okay. That's a tricky one to get down to. Probably am. I'm not sure what number I'm going to use at the moment. I didn't see any numbers in this, but I got a bunch of numbers with the body panels for the bike itself, the panels. So I got a lot of numbers. I haven't really thought about it. I never really raced before, so as far as dirt bike, I was always just to fire it up after school, get home, and run her till she's ragged, where I was. So I'm not sure about number. I may use something like 918, which is my daughter's birthday. tricky. Tricky. I'm going to put some heat to it and run the Q-tip over it half a dozen times and really kind of work it in. Come on, baby. Come to Papa. Not bad. A little bit. Tricky, tricky, tricky. That is a bear. Because they're not quite right. Close, so close. They work. Okay. Did something like that with it. Let's see what I can do with this one on the other side. Did something like this instead. So here. And I think that's going to work. There we go. Now, okay. Alright. I think that's gonna do it. Oh, I got a little bit up there yet to redo. Could have been a little better. But certainly passable. Heat her up, get her stretched a little better, put back into place a little better. There it is. Yeah, all I gotta do now is get a bike to throw it out on. There's a guy across state over by Muskegon area. He's got a blue one listed, which I haven't bought the blue one yet. I got a green one and a red one. He only wants $350. I've only been run like 5 times. I think that comes with a battery or 2. I'm half tempted to do it, but I got other shit I gotta take care of now. Put those in there just like that, or oh no, these, not those, these go in there. Maybe these go somewhere else. Heated and stuck real well. Kind of like the put that there and that there. That would work for me. That would work for me. It's almost time to celebrate. And then crash, because 6:30 is going to come early. Sounds a little different over here. Work. I think that will work. Say take out the hair dryer tomorrow. Maybe I'll take them into work, set them in the sunlight. We got a nice heat gun at work. I got a hair dryer in the back. I'll just wait to do it when I get home. Heat them up, grab a Q-tip. Good place for those. Good place for those. there they go. It's gotta be at least 12 something, man. 12:15. So that's about an hour and a half. Let me see what to say here. Let me get back to this. Got my laptop thing turned down a little bit. Let's see. Hour 45. Get a little bit of heat on everything. Get it all stuck down real nice. I think that'll work out great. Get those contours in there. That's a whole lot of thunder going on. Oh my goodness. Can you tell I've been up since 6:30 and it's almost 12:30? Thanks, JB. Have a good one, Dan. You take care, buddy. Yeah, I like it. It does look sick. Thanks so much for the stickers, man. Once I get them heated and everything stuck a little bit better, they're going to look even better. But I got to get them heated so they'll stretch in a little bit. Then they'll look fucking snapping. Just snappy. Like a nice snapper. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I like how that went. Not quite everything where it was supposed to be. Of course, it's not even supposed to be on this bike. But considering, you know, the differences of 10 years plus, they are actually really, really close. They turned out nice. I think they work out good. I think it's got a kind of a nice position. Yeah, but I don't know about that, JB. I opened this up, poured it out, got looking, like, wait a minute, did they put two sets? I almost wish they would have. If they would have, I would have just stuck those other black ones on that. I don't know if you were here earlier and seen the other set that he sent. The Soaring Eagle set. I'll have to do a little research. You might know a little bit more, seeing you follow motocross probably closer. Is there a Suzuki emblem, Soaring Eagle bike with Jimmy John's? Now, the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, there's one right here in Michigan. It's owned by the Indians. Forgive me, Native Americans. Got politically correct on the U-boob. But it's owned by the Indians, and they've been doing quite well for themselves, and they sponsor a lot of really good events. So it's a nice little area. A lot of good people, you know, get decent jobs out there. I know quite a few people that have or do work out there still. Yeah. You know, here they pay pretty decently. I thought about applying out there, but 45 minutes, a little long, but I'd be going into their maintenance, and I bet you their maintenance pays 30 something an hour, and I may still apply out there. And though I'm not doing bad at my job, 30 something an hour is another 10 bucks an hour. You know, minimal-ish in that neighborhood. Yeah, I've never seen it either. That's why I thought, well, maybe somebody messed up and tossed them in there because the backs break often and, you know, the fenders get twisted. Maybe this is new stuff that they're doing, but yeah, I've never seen them send it either. Everybody I've watched do openings on plastics and do stuff. I've not seen anything where they've got extra plastic in them. So not a complainer. No, I am, but I'm not going to complain about that. Now I got a spare part or two when it goes bad. I almost like that it turns out that there's no plastic on this center fender piece for the rear fender. I think that worked out real well like that. Oh, goodness. So yeah, spare stickers. I'm going to stick these in the same place the other ones are. I'm going to spread them out a little bit more. Ooh, not that much. That's on the floor. That's a little too spread out. But throw my moto stickers, the sheets up underneath the bed, so they stay nice and flat. But yeah, there has to be a Promoto. Okay. So is that Suzuki based, I take it? Considering this is a Suzuki bike. Or in conjunction with Suzuki sponsors. Because if that's the case, I wonder... I can't imagine there's too many places called Soaring... Well, come on now. This is America and the Native Americans. There's probably a dozen places called Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. I doubt it's the one in Michigan, but it might be. Yeah, those are good to have as spare for sure. So I was wondering if this is actually from my local casino, then that would be pretty cool because I could do up another set of yellow plastics, and if I ever run over there for anything, take the bike over and see if I can get some free play for repping the casino on my bike. That could be funny. But yeah, these are good. I see a lot of people break them. Mako's getting a little tore up. Not bad, but a little tore up. I seen some guy make one out of aluminum. I may do that. Get some thinner aluminum and trim one out and knock it around and get it in shape. Put those in there. That could make a difference. Having that one spare piece. Let alone the back fender and the thing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop this stuff back in here for the night. Like I say, I'll have to get shit out tomorrow and do a little heating and forming on the rest of those stickers to get them in there real nice. But damn, I didn't think that'd take 2 hours. Cool, I'll have to double check. I don't know, I would kind of doubt that. Unless there's Chippewa out there in Southern California, I guess there could be. This is the Chippewa tribe out of Mount Pleasant, Michigan. So it's possible they're a affiliate tribe, you know, if you will. Maybe affiliate tribe, something along that lines. Hard saying. But you would think Soaring Eagle Hill and Resort, of course, you know, they're advertised all over here in Michigan. It's the biggest casino in the state. And the Chippewa tribe's a native Michigan tribe. So I always, you know, presume that that was Soaring Eagle Casino Resort was them. There's about 4 other ones in the state, and they all have slightly different names. There's, oh Christ, what are they? I don't remember, probably about 8 or 10 Oh, 8 or 10 casinos around the state now. Indian tribe casinos. But it's illegal to gamble in the state of Michigan. If you were to come here and you and I were to play a poker game, we could go to jail if we got raided. But we're not on federally protected tribe land as was ruled 20 years ago or so. Which is where they got their license. Because the state couldn't say, no, you can't anymore because it's on federal land because it's a reservation. So, but on that note, thanks for hanging. I was going to try to get these wheels on, but not tonight. I got to be up in another 6 hours basically. Get my ass ready to go to bed. Well, I'm going to have to reglue that. I got that little spot coming off before I run those too much anywho. But yeah, well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Okay, so if that's an actual deal, then they must have been the Michigan tribe. Now it's making me wonder if they actually have promoter races out there, which they might have. I almost remember hearing something about motocross racing out at the casino. So it's very possible they did motocross sponsorship. And yeah, with Ricky, Ricky motocross is huge in Michigan, so Ricky would be a great, team sponsor or team crew to get out here. Name a bike for an edit? Name a bike. Could you clarify that right on? And welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping in. Because I'm just not quite sure what you mean there. Alright, but yeah, I get that dirt bike, but name a bike for an edit. What do you mean by edit? Unless I'm just misunderstanding what you're trying to say. But yeah, it's been a day. Lots going on. Had mechanical, HVAC mechanical guys there. Had another crew in working on the pool house. We're flipping 2 places over in the unit. Now, see, I never did get into the 250s. I always rode the 125s, a little smaller, a little lighter. I was a smaller, lighter guy, and man, I could make those damn things just soar. Most of my buddies had 125s. 1 or 2 had the 250s back in the 80s. Of course, I wanted the Mako Mega 2 490 from 1981, but that was out of my price range in 1980 at 14 years old. So I'm 44 years ago. Fucking A. That's hard to believe. That is hard to believe. I'll be knocking 58. Yeah, that's what I liked about it. You could mid-air just kind of jerk the bike and change your direction and orientation on them. They're, they weren't hard to manhandle up in the trees that you were going through. And with a little work, slightly different carburetor, you make those fuckers fly. They have almost the same power band use as the 250s. Not quite as much, not quite as much torque, but almost. I had a buddy of mine that would work on those little motors, man, he'd just make them sing. I'm, like I said, I can't ride street bike. Just sitting in that saddle, man, my legs go numb between stop signs sometimes. You know, riding around, ride for 15, 20 minutes, and my legs are numb, and you come to a stop, and you can't hold yourself up because you got no feeling in your leg, and that's not a good thing. Not a good place to be in on a bike. So I think I might clean up my Harley and fix it up a little bit, do a little bit of work I got to it, and put her on the market. Maybe I'll try to find a UK buyer or somebody over in Germany who's got big money to spend and ship it over and get top dollar, because it's a matched bike from 1973. It's an Ironhead, so it's a 900. The old, you know, hardcore sporty from the 70s. But it's matched, you know, frame and motor. So I think I could, you know, pull a decent price out of it. I ain't going to get much out of it in Michigan. Pretty much pick up a 90 or a 2009 Sporty for $4,000 or $5,000. So, you know, 10 years old, half price, because they're just everywhere. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're getting into that power band, you get below the power band, they get a boggy. You know, especially at slower speeds. If you're going fast enough, it ain't so bad. But at slower speeds, they get a little boggy. When you get that power band, it's hold the fuck on. A damn bike could jump right out from underneath you in the right power band setting. You know, with the right tune. It's going around the corner and your ass is sitting in the pile behind it. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try to finish up. I got one unit to finish up the bathroom in. Get this gal ready to come clean it, because it's going to be rented out Saturday, I think it is. So yeah, I got to do my work tomorrow and get that done. Yeah, and you know, you got the whole cager issue, and I'm sure it's even worse out there in Cali. You know, God, I'm protected. What do I care? You know, drivers. They're all over out here in Michigan, and it's, you know, Michigan's a big bike state. You know, people have been on bikes, and bikes are big around here. You know, it's summer, so they're everywhere when they're out this season. But here's so many people, and then deer. I probably know 2 or 3 people in the last decade that's been taken out by a deer. I think one of them died, maybe 2 of them. The other one got pretty fucked up. So yeah, it's another big issue you gotta watch is, you know, the damn critters. The dirt bike's a little bit different. They're loud, they're obnoxious. They are a street toy too, especially a damn Harley. So you wouldn't think the deer would be an issue, but they are. Yeah, my biggest issue is my back's pinching up and my legs go numb if I'm sitting in a seat. It's hard to, you know, ride a street bike like you would a dirt bike, standing up on the pegs, knee on the seat, you know, sitting sideways on the bike. All the things you do on a dirt bike that you don't do on a street bike because, well, you're in the dirt bouncing around the trails. And I think that's would be most beneficial because I'm not in one position. When I get in one position for a while, that's when I go numb. Luckily, I'm not too bad. This chair is pretty decent. It's been, you know, comfortable to sit in for periods of time, but I still get kind of numb in my legs with it. I still gotta fidget around and move. But if I sit too long in one place, then yeah, my damn legs go numb and it's hard to even move. And then my coccyx is getting cocked out of shape, my tailbone getting a little whacked out of shape, and I got a nerve getting pinched up that when I move just right, that damn thing pinches up and my ass muscle starts charley horsing like a son of a bitch. Now, it'll put me ass on the ground if I try to step out into that charley. It hurts, and all that muscle just starts contracting and then down my leg, you know. Need to get back into a chiropractor and get some good bust going on. Between my tailbone and my neck, it can be a rough ride some days. And I'm just talking about ride to work, walking around, riding the chair, riding the desk, or working on the carpeting or the whatever I happen to be doing that day. It can be brutal. Like the Stone said, what a drag it is getting old. Alright, I'm gonna go refill my coffee. Yeah, it's 12:30 at night. I gotta be up in 6 hours, and I'm still drinking coffee. I drink coffee 24/7, all day long. I probably get up and drink it in my sleep. I wouldn't be surprised. I know when I go to the bathroom once or twice a night, I tend to take a small sip when I get back. My mouth's a little dry. But I also be moving some dirt this week. Now I got that little part done. I got to do a little soldering on some pins on my drag car. 3mm bullets or 4mm bullets on my one drag rig, so I can go out with the local guys and drag that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, JB. I'm gonna hang out for about another 2 minutes and go. But yeah, I'm getting eager to get that track done. I got about 2 yards of dirt out back, maybe a yard and a half. I got a wheelbarrow up front and put some dirt in and move some jumps and make a few bumps in some corners. So, but I'll talk to you later, bud. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. And for everybody else, you too. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I seen there was like 5 or 6 people, 10 people here at one time, I think, give or take a few. Popping in and out. I'll look at the analytics a little bit later. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Help me grow the channel, make it a little bit further. I got 204 subscribers. I'm trying to get into that magic number of, oh, they might pay you 2 cents a day for, 6 years until you get a few more subscribers. But I need to put out more content. I've been slacking, lacking. Pretty much all spring. So in the last 3 or 4 days I've been hitting it pretty hard. Did Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and now it's Tuesday. I probably won't do much for the rest of the week till maybe this weekend. But we'll see. But anyways, I'm going to hit it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll talk to everybody else, and we will talk to everybody else. Hope you guys have a good night. Later. See you, Jay.